As I always say, this is Dr. Joe Molete, the Dr. DJ, ready to inspire, entertain, and educate you. It's really such a pleasure to be here with you at the South African PhD Project Conference here in Durban. I see you still have shiny eyes this time of the day, and I hope to keep you awake for the next few hours. I'm saying hours because what I'm about to tell you is so critical. It's very, very important. Actually, yesterday I met a student. I talked at one of these sessions 3 years ago. He listened. He didn't do the things that I told him to do. So when he saw me, he stood up in the meeting yesterday and said, "Hey, DJ, I've been looking for you. You know, I remember you were talking about passion. I've been working for 3 years. The work is not doing it for me. Can you help me?" I said, you see now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to share with you what I call the secrets of what successful people know, but they don't want to share it with most of you. I have been studying these successful people for many, many years. I've been following the work of Napoleon Hill. Who has read the book Think and Grow Rich? Oh my goodness. I've been following the work of Earl Nightingale. He talks about the 17 principles of successful people. Have you heard about Earl Nightingale? There is hope here. I've been following the work of the late Stephen Covey. He wrote a book about the 7 habits of highly successful people. Can you name one of those habits, please? Oh, you see, yes, name one of the successful habits. I will ask the question at the end. I have some medals from the Olympics that were left, and I want to dish them away. So you need to tell me why you deserve to get the gold medal. If we put you up on the stage and ask you to compete in the Olympics, why should you get that medal? What is it that you're going to do? This is the most important question. Why should you get the gold medal? I've been privileged in my life. I am the beneficiary of this PhD scholarship for many, many years. I was funded by the NRF. I had the privilege to go and study in the USA. They funded me to go there for 2 years. I ended up staying there for 12 years. They almost were ready to write me off. But I told them, guys, give me more chance. I'm still learning. I'm coming back home, and I'm finally here. So every time they call me to come here, I am so excited because I feel I need to give back. I need to give back. Let me tell you why people are inspired by my story. I managed to go to universities for about 14 years at tertiary institutions without having to pay a penny. For the most part, even to the NRF, I had to write a letter to reject the fellowship that they were giving me because I had too many. The institutions were fighting me. Joe, no, you're only allowed to have 2. Why 4? I said, okay. With a painful heart, dear NRF, it's with great regret to tell you that I cannot accept this fellowship. And I'm saying this for a reason. The other thing that people find exciting, they ask me, Joe, why is it that you're able to package your portfolio of passion and make money out of it? If I'm not managing a group of 200 brilliant scientists at the CSIR, I'm at the nightclubs, cranking the 1 and 2s, and I make them dance on the dance floor. They don't sit down. Guess what? They pay me for it. If I'm not doing that, I'm standing in front of people like you, telling them the obvious. Sometimes they pay me, sometimes they don't pay me. But what gives me pleasure is because I talk to the young people who I would like to hear the message so that they don't repeat the mistake that some of us made. And please, times are tough. They are extremely tough. I can give you an example of Evelyn, who wrote me. By the way, I get unsolicited letters almost on a daily basis. Young people looking for jobs. Graduates. Evelyn said, Dr. Molete, I have a BSc honors. I've been at home for 2 years. Can you please help me? I get those on a daily basis. And it touches my heart, it makes my heart painful. Most importantly, I also get letters from international people. Have you heard about the global crisis thing? Europe, Greece going down the toilet. It's rough out there. So those experienced people are now looking for jobs here at home. They're willing to take less salary to work. Now the competition has even become more tighter than ever before. As an employer, you look at the qualified person who has been working for 10 years. You look at the new graduate. Of course, you're looking at your bottom line. You give the highly experienced person the job. Now you ask the question, what needs to happen with the young people? But the exciting part is, despite all those challenges, there are few people who are managing to make it. They do make it. They get jobs. In fact, on the contrary, the number of millionaires and billionaires is increasing, while the poor are getting poorer. This inequality thing is real. But these successful people have learned some principles that I think most of us, if we can listen and learn, we will make measurable progress in reasonable time. I like that word. Jim Rohn, my mentor, calls it measurable progress in reasonable time. If you give yourself a lifetime to make something, you'll make it. That's why even in an exam, they give you 2 hours. If you don't finish, hey, stop. You have to put time on everything. So here they are. The first principle, the first key principle is that we all want to achieve success. Who doesn't want to achieve success? Who wants to achieve success? Success in your own definition. It could be finishing master's, finishing PhD, getting a job, getting a better job than you have, more love, more wealth, more money, more everything. We all want to achieve success. Everybody wants to, even those who are not achieving it. They don't choose not to achieve it, they want to achieve it. So the first key principle, which my mentor, L. Nightingale, calls it the definitiveness of purpose. You need to have the definitiveness of purpose. And the question you ask yourself there is, why am I here? What difference do I want to make in the world? That's the bottom line. What difference do I want to make? Everybody wants to make a contribution one way or the other. We want to help other people. We want to make a difference. So you need to ask yourself, what gifts do I have that I'm given? Because those gifts are unique to you. You come to this planet with a unique purpose that you need to fulfill. It's like a fingerprint. What work were you born to do? It's the most difficult question. It's the most difficult question. I'm not saying, okay, I'm studying science, maybe I need to be a scientist. No. That's not going to cut it. What is it that you want to do? You are not born with science. Science is a means to do something. I thought about that question very hard myself, and to unpack it, you really need to look into your life experiences. Growing up in Limpopo, I understand when I was young, I almost died. I went from one doctor to the other. I couldn't get help. The only help I got was from a traditional healer who did some magical thing. I inhaled that smoke and everything, and I got better. I studied that traditional healer. There was always a line going to his house for people wanting to get help. That really had such an impact in my life. And I said, I want to understand how this traditional medicine works, and I want to package it and sell it to the whole world. That was a driving mission for me from an early age. But with little career options, I thought, well, maybe I should be a medical doctor. I applied to VETS. They rejected me. They said, no, we're not taking you. Even today, I don't know the reason, because I passed very well. I got A's and B's, but I was not accepted. Do you know the power of the hindsight? When I look back, I said, oh, what a beautiful thing. So every time you get a door shut at you, people rejecting you, your colleagues at work giving you a hard time, it's a sign that something is not right. So you need to think hard about your definitiveness of purpose. You're either doing things that are not aligned with your vision or mission, you are in the wrong place. That's why you always get the resistance. It's a signal to say, wake up, do something. Because life itself, it's supposed to flow. There's a guy called Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. He wrote a book about the flow. That things should just flow. Synchronicity. You happen to be at the right time, at the right place, at the right time. Things should unfold. But when resistance hits, when you feel that friction, when you have to get up in the morning, you don't feel like it, don't blame the other people. You know, my boss sucks. No. You are not in the zone. Ask yourself that question, what work was I born to do? But to get the right answer, it takes courage. Because if you are not in the right track, you need to change course. You need to wake up and say, this is it. I am done. I'm going for something else. So that's the number one thing, your definitiveness of purpose. Make sure you understand it, unpack it. Even when you're doing your PhD, you are on the right track. That's the first step. The academics will give you the right component, but it's a small component of your life. You graduate, you get your PhD. How are you going to distinguish yourself from the rest of the other people? Oh, these are all PhD. You'll be applying for one job that I have. We get almost 250 applications for one job, and I have to pick one person. And I give that person the gold medal and say, definitely. So when they come to my interview, I ask that question. Hi. I say, can you please tell me about your definitiveness of purpose? Oh, I was born in Soweto. I went to vets. I like, no. What work were you born to do? You're either a writer, a facilitator, a people's person. You can do things. And then that's why you're using your science as a means to a bigger goal. So while doing my PhD, I knew that the lab thing of mixing chemicals was not my kind of stuff. I spent a lot of time doing other things. So I was the president of the African Student Association because I knew that I needed to facilitate and talk to people. So I came to the lab at night. My boss was not very happy with me, but I'm glad he graduated me. It was not easy. But he knew that there's something about this guy than keeping him in the lab. So I knew that I needed to strengthen my other gifts, facilitating, negotiating, and all that. So I took time out of my lab work to strengthen those gifts. I knew that I was a DJ at heart, and music makes something to me that I don't even understand to this day. So I went. Saturdays, I was in the nightclubs DJing. They paid me. I had money from scholarships. I had money from everywhere. Guys, making money is so easy. It's so easy, very easy. The second important thing, and this is from my mentor, Jim Rohn. He says, success is something you attract by the person you become. Heavyweights. I'm an academic, not just a DJ. Success is something you attract by becoming an attractive person. So you don't chase success. Success should be chasing you. And indeed, it does if you do the first principle. If you are in your zone, you're doing things that align with your purpose and your vision and your mission, with your gifts and talents, you attract success. You become attractive. But it's not easy to be attractive. Ask ladies. They stand in front of the mirror for a long time, twisting and testing. When it's time to go, you're late. They're not going to leave until they are happy. They invest a lot of money in those chemicals that they put because it's important. But I'm not talking about that kind of attractiveness. That's also necessary, by the way. But you need to look in your mind. You need to look at your health, your finances, all the different 7 areas of your life. You need to look at them and say, I need to engage in a process of continuous development. So your career is one aspect. Don't wait until it's too late. Ask yourself, what do I need with my relationships? What kind of a mate do I need to attract? Do I have a good partner or not? Is my partner uplifting me or dragging me down? If they're dragging you down, you need to have the courage to tell them. By the way, that's one important thing. I was doing a workshop somewhere, and I asked people to unpack their lives about what's holding them. One guy just stood up. It's my wife. It's my wife. Highly emotional. I said, brother, take it easy. What's wrong? I wanted to do this. He wants that. I want that. I says, whoa. Something with the relationship needs to be unpacked. So the career is good. Focus on it. Focus on finishing your PhD. Don't neglect the other areas of your life. So you need to look at them, have a plan, write your goals down. What type of funding or finances do I need to attract in my life? And don't think within the limited frames of, okay, I'm only getting 50,000 from NRF. No. I'm talking about imagination, dreaming big. What do I need? And then you look at life from a different angle, not from where you are, but from what you want. Stephen Covey, those 7 principles begin with the end in mind. What is my life going to be? Where is it going to end? What do I need? That's the second principle. Success is something you attract. I can boast a little bit about myself. I have a job. Perfect. Now, why is it that these people keep recruiting me? I don't know. But it means I've learned something that I'm willing to share with you. Got a call about a week ago from some international company. Hey, Dr. Molete, we are thinking of this position somewhere. We're wondering if you will be interested. I said, woo! And of course it does something to my ego. Why me? Now it makes me sad. There are a whole lot of people who are looking for the opportunities, but nobody's going to them. Why? They haven't learned these principles I'm sharing with you. And I know after you practice them, you're going to be attracting success from left to right. I am telling you. The third important thing, you need to build a support team. Very strong one. You need a strong support team. You probably have heard the saying that it's who you know, not what you know. It is so true. It's not a joke. If I had known about this early in my career, I would be a billionaire by now. But I didn't. I just focused on my books, my lab, went there, DJ'd a little bit, and then I came home, and I went to a meeting, I came home. People, I thought they were wasting my time. Now I look back, but I said, look, I'm still young, I can still catch up. So I have a list of people I call my support team, 20. And there's a small one at the bottom, 10. These are 10 that I really need to get rid of. Some of them are my relatives, my uncles. I haven't talked to them for 3 years now, because every time they call me, they need money for beer, or I need to drop them somewhere else. So I had to have the courage to make the decision. These people are dragging me down. And I had to confront them. Uncle, I'm going through this spiritual awakening, and I just need time by myself. I will get back to you. Not that I hate you, I love you very much. And they understood. They call, I don't answer. No, leave me a message. That's why there's an answering machine. And I'll respond. If it's important, I will call you back. Then I look at my top 15 people. These are highly CEOs or people who achieve much more than I do. And then I make it a point that at least once in every 3 months, I touch base with them. Either I send an SMS, hi, brother, I hope life is treating you good. You have my prayers. Joe. Whether they respond or not is not my problem. Then I go into my book, I tick yes. Then I go to the next one. I think, oh, Steve has a problem, the wife last. Brother, I hope the wife is straightening out now. You have my prayer. Bye, Joe. And then some, may we go for a cup of coffee if you have time? Then they respond, no, I'm in Switzerland, I'm busy. May you be blessed in Switzerland. Bye. So that gives them the perception that I really care and I really do. They never forget me. And guess what? One of those people is the one who told me about this job that is still not advertised yet. He sits on the board of some super company that has international branches. He said, Joe, I remember you wanted coffee. I think we need to talk. We are thinking of advertising this position. Would you be interested? Aye, sure. I'm interested in anything. Oh, sure. Yeah. When is it? No, we're still talking to the board. It's coming in 3 months, blah, blah. Sure, I'm polish my CV. What do they want? They tell me. Because I have networks that I nurture. I nurture. Deliberately so. I wake up early in the morning from 5 to 7. That's my productive time. And I go through my list, my thing before, the work thing starts. Everybody come with their problems. I take care of my own self, and I make sure that they're fine. By the time the jobs are advertised, I'm drinking cappuccino. I am drinking my CV polish. I know what they want. You're going to buy Sunday Times, right? And you're going to apply. I'm getting the gold medal there first before you. I guarantee you. So your networks will open opportunities for you that you are not even aware of. Don't be scared to bother them. That's why they are there. In fact, Stephen Covey, in his book, The Eighth Habit, he said the role of leaders is to develop their voice and help others develop their own voice. They've achieved success. They're not going to compete with you. They have to look out for you, but they need to know that you care about them first before they can care about you. The last principle. There are a lot. There are a lot. But I can't give them all to you. You need to have the passion of an entrepreneur. The times have changed. The workforce that we used to know back in the days does not exist. Actually, is fading away. This global crisis that's happening has twisted the economy, my view, permanently for a long time. Look at the companies in South Africa. They are sitting on huge amount of cash. You know why we have so much problems in South Africa? Because government cannot work with business very well. Business is sitting close to, I understand, 530 billion rands. They are not investing. They are watching, they hear all these talks of nationalization, talks that are not sounding good to them. Why should they be creating jobs? Now, the shareholders are not comfortable, so they are sitting tight. Government puts all this money into social grants, things to make people happy. Now we leave a huge void, and we are not going to be able to address this unemployment anytime soon. Companies will love you when you are adding to our bottom lines. Once we don't see any value, we get rid of you, right? I sit in some of those meetings. I know. We'll tell you that our people are we are all about people. We love people. As long as they add to the bottom line, once they stop, we retrench. We get rid of you. Now, as a human being, you have so much gift than you can handle in that job description. A job description, they put a title and they describe what you can do. And most of the time, they use 30% of your capabilities. Ask people who are working if they are very happy and excited, and look them in the eyes when they answer. Look them in the eyes and say, "Hi, you're working. Are you happy?" Yeah. It's just, come here, just me and you. Why? Number one is because they have so much potential that is not utilized. They feel like they're not contributing to the bigger picture. They are not fulfilled. So there's a distortion of the mind and the body and the spirit, disjointed. And it's so painful when you talk to people, because now it's about just earning that income. If I leave and start a company as an entrepreneur, I might not make it. Well, let me just hang in there for as much as I can. But that kills productivity, because people who are productive are people who are passionate about what they do. They're excited to come to work. They look forward to it. But in the companies, we are struggling with adjusting to this knowledge economy principles. We are still using the old industrial age principles. The only way out now, there's an increase in the number of entrepreneurs. Look into establishing a system that will make sure that some of your talents make money for you. It is so possible, but you have to put so much time. If you spend 8 hours at work, you put another 4 hours. Weekends, don't go to the bar and sit with people who are complaining. Those, put them at the bottom of the list and deal with them separately. I tell people I'm passionate about biotechnology, music, and leadership. That's it. You call me and say, let's go watch a game, Sundowns is playing with something. How is it going to add value to me? Brother, go and come back. You'll find me here. At least I can read 2 hours of something in my line of passion. So you need to pass a whole lot of things and make sure you put time in harnessing your skills, put a system in place so that that system makes money for you while you're still employed. And then when you think it's time, it has matured, you can go and follow it. But the work environments of today, it's just tough in the work environment. It's extremely tough. I don't know, I don't have much time. I don't want to take too much time. But I think I said 4 things. 4 things. Two more? No, I'm not going to give. We need to do a workshop for the whole day to unpack them. The one other one that's important is your psychology. For most of us, we are raised in environments that have taught us that things happen in a certain way. That has restricted our thinking to a certain degree. But as we go, the world evolves, we need to reinstall a new software, They say the difficult part of learning is to unlearn what you've learned before and learn new things. So what you believe is true right now in your head, it is not true. It is just your perception of the world. And if you really dig deep on things that you truly believe in and engage with people who have a different perception, you will be shocked if you're going through this spiritual awakening. But if you're stubborn, I'm right, damn, they don't know what they're talking about. But if you truly ask yourself questions, if you truly ask, you will find that a whole lot of the world that you've created is because of your thinking. So wherever you are now, if you're broke, you're not making money. Don't tell me you're a student. I made much money when I was a student than when I'm working now, actually. If you're not making money, you have a lot of problems. That means your thinking has constrained you to a different type of thinking that you need to change, turn the opposite direction and go into a different direction totally. But that's the most difficult thing ever because you have what we call empowering beliefs and limiting beliefs. The limiting beliefs are what holding you. So the exercise that I do in the workshop, I ask people, why can't your annual income become your monthly income? Oh, no, that's not possible. No, I said, tell me, how much are you earning? No, I get, 80,000 a year. Why can't you get that in a month? No, say, it's not possible. It's totally. I said, why? Well, first, I don't have an experience. I said, ping, limiting belief. Who said you need experience? I can show you people who are less qualified than you, making much more money than what we're talking about. Yeah, it's possible. Why not you? Well, you see, my mother, my father, they told me to go do science. Science, there's no money. No. There may not be money in science, but there's money in the world. So don't use science as a limiting belief. We don't have money because we are scientists. So wrong. Limiting belief. Get rid of it and say, I truly believe there's so much wealth out there and I'm going to get my hands on it. I will, and you truly believe. And you knock on every door. Who are the Christians here? There's a book of Matthew 7, I think chapter 7, say, knock and the door shall open. Ask, it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find. They don't say knock once, go, nobody home. You knock and say, brother, I need help. Do you know when somebody irritates you, they end up opening? What do you want? I say, it's me. Can you listen to my story? They say, no, you come back the following day. Say, it's me again. I need help. No, believe it or not, they will try to give you something. Just go do that thing and leave and get out of my face. Yes, sir. And if you're doing that, they give you something less important. Don't underestimate it. Do it to the best of your ability and shine. And when they see you shining, they say, oh, there must be something with this guy. What did you say before? Say, it's the business plan that I need investment, and they listen to your story. So with those principles, I hope we'll continue engaging. This is just the beginning. Let's talk. Let's see how we can help you develop your own voice so that you can help many others. Remember, there are a whole lot more people that are less fortunate than you. I consider you to be fortunate. The people that are less fortunate are my cousins in Limpopo who are still struggling to get textbooks. Those I feel very sorry for. I feel sorry for that situation. You are a blessed group of people. You are going to universities, you have money from NRF, and you have a lot of potential that you are sitting on, that you are not utilizing. And I'm telling you, if you can just use a little bitty tweedy, and most of the time, your life story, things that you need to do, you know them. They are down within your heart. And most of the time, when they come to us, when we are ready to sleep, when the mind subsides, then it comes. I'm a musician, I used to sing. Then you shut your eyes thinking you'll sleep fast. And they keep coming. You can sing. What are you doing with that talent? And you feel a little bit depressed. Tomorrow you get to office, you're printing, you're going down. It's nighttime, you get home, you're tired, you sleep again. Please pause. Take time to yourself. This Facebook, Twitter thing, is killing our people. Every minute, tweet, and it reminds you something, tweet, and they jump, they respond, tweet. Pack it. Have specific time dedicated to answering your phone, your Twitter, and have blocks of time where you just block and say, this is my time. What the hell am I doing in this world? And you look in the mirror, you feel pity, you don't have answers. Ask somebody, what do you see in me? Are there any blind spots that I'm not seeing? Can you help me? Look behind me. People will tell you what your potential is. And then you say, let me engage in the process of utilizing that potential. Jim Rose tells us that if you utilize your potential and your gift, they will create an extraordinary world for you. It is not a joke. It is happening with many people that I've studied, and I believe it can happen with you too. So please, when we meet next time, don't be like the brother who talked to me yesterday and say, DJ, I remember you talking to us about this passion. Hey, I'm still confused. No. I want you to say, that day since you talked to me, I started my cooking company because I love cooking. This is my brochure. Can you help me? Now I smile. I say, I've got my networks. My role is to help you, link you with my networks. I say, hey, brother, are you still there at Vodacom? Here's a sister. She has a catering company. May the Lord bless you and you do something. Maybe she can cook. She can cook. The food is good. Even if I haven't tasted your food, I say, the food I think is good, plus please give her something. Try it. And then we help network each other. We network each other, and then it happens. Unlike thinking, I'm going to finish, I'm going to go get a job, somebody's going to hire me. That is out. I guarantee you 5-6 years from now, people want consultants. It's quick and easy. You come, this is the job, 3 months, work on it, I pay you, you're done. Don't bring me those labor problems. You're taking me to CCMA, I didn't pay this. Just do this job for me, I pay you, you go. So you need to say, I'm an entrepreneur. What job am I going to do? And how am I going to add value to people? How do I utilize all my skills and talent? With that in mind, I think I need to wish you all the best. When you finish with the NRF program, you would have joined the ranks of us, successful people.